making money. Making money is the most important part of this game. There's a few ways to make money, and there's better ways and worse ways to make money. Currently, the best way is, if I'm correct, killing bears. Now, of course, not everybody can do that. Not everybody has the strongest weapons, so it can be harder to kill a bear. So, there are different ways to get money. For instance, there is, if you come over here, you're able to buy some of these ways. The Worthington General Store, it's right by where you could spawn. You come in here, you could see the general store. Pickaxes, you usually will start with a tier 1 pickaxe. Each time you level up on the pickaxe, you're able to mine more and more ores. For instance, the tier 1 pickaxe, which you will probably start with because it is a free pickaxe, you can only mine really in Copper Gulch. Copper Gulch is right here. You are simply able to walk over to it by going into this cave. Now you can come down the ladder, but of course the deeper you go, you can see ores on the side. Now of course it's going to be less because I currently have a tier 6 pickaxe, and you will not be able to mine all of these ores. For instance, at the current level, you will not be able to mine copper. You won't be able to mine iron. Now, for me, because I'm in a private server, I get to mine a lot less. Now, because I have shadows on, another thing about shadows, whenever you go mining, this is only important about mining, really. You should turn off shadows, because you're able to see in caves a lot better. Now, at the current pickaxe, you'll probably only be able to mine coal and copper. Now, there will usually be zinc deposits around here and here. Of course, because I'm in a private server, I don't get to see all the ores, because they wanted to reduce on abuse of a private server for income, which is fair. And the reason why you really don't want a private server. Now, of course, there are benefits of a private server, that being events. In the Wild West, you can have a private server, and then it helps you grind for events, which can be beneficial for you, or not. Now, back again, that's mining. There are a total of a few mines on the map, but the main ones are Pinewood Hills and Tribal Forest. Now, I will go more extensive in mining in the mining section. Axes. There are 3 current axes in the game, not including a holiday axe. There is tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3. Special is just some friendly stuff. Shovel is another item that will be brought up later. And then camp, which is kind of not really beneficial. Only good thing is the campfire and the tents, but those will be more important for the hunting section. Now, to start, axe chopping. Most of the trees you could chop with your axe. Okay, well I chose one that you cannot chop, sadly. Now, if you go all around the map, I guess apparently probably not near the big areas, except Henry and Spencer, you're able to chop trees around. You're able to not chop trees around, because, I don't know. As you can see, I can chop this down. Now you will all have limits on what you can chop. The game will tell you if you can't chop the type of tree. For instance, this tree used to be choppable, but for some reason it's not choppable now. Now that could be because I'm in a private server, that some trees are unchoppable. Now, I don't know why they do that, but it's possible. Now, that we're here at Spencer, we could talk about the next part. But I think it's better to hit the third major way. Not major, but secondary-ish way to gain money. This way, I would personally not recommend. The reason to do this way is because you can get money, you can get cosmetics, you can get a gun, or more correctly, parts for a gun. There are 3 parts, damaged gun parts, which will give you a Martini Henry. I will talk about these whenever I go into a deep dive into all the weapons. Now, the shovel. As you can see, the sell price is all different, but they will all have buy prices. Now, the shovel. Over here, which is behind the gun store by the bank, as you saw. You can come up here, talk to him, and you will get 3 scrolls. Easy, medium, hard. All these scrolls will have a riddle, and if you use the Wild West wiki, most of the time you are able to find out where these go, because they're pretty tricky. So, as you see, they restock in an hour, 18 and 50. Now, usually they restock every 24 hours. You can only do 3 a day, and they cost quite a bit. As you see, 1500, 11, and 11. Now, the current best way to make money would be hunting. Now, I will have a few items that you probably won't have, but I will explain them to you and why they are important to get when you can. Because to start, you will probably only have the Peacekeeper revolver. It's a pretty bad pistol, and you won't be able to hunt much of anything. Now, don't get me wrong, you could still try. It'd be harder. Now, there are 4 major hunting creatures. The bison, which has, I think, the bison, which is the third lowest HP, I want to say, out of all 3. Now, right here, Pinewood Hills, where I was, is where you can see a few bison. Bison can also be at the Great Plains, and as well as Bear Paw Valley. They might have a few other spawns that I do not know or can think of, and that's also a way. Now, there's also another few animals that you will possibly have to fight. Again, this is Raiders Canyon. This is where wanted people can spawn, so you want to be careful when going through here, because people will kill you. People will kill you for no reason. People will kill you because you are trying to get money. People are not nice in this game, and that is something you will have to cope with, sadly. Now, we are going to see our next three creatures that you can hunt. The first one being the Crow. Now, the Gators are the second, if I'm correct, highest HP, and they will attack you on sight. The Bison, on the other hand, if you stay near them for too long, they will attack you. And then, the next animal that you can find. By the way, Gators only really spawn here. They might have another weird spawn, but they usually just spawn in that area. Next animal are deer. Deer have the lowest HP and are really the easiest to kill. They give you deer pelt and animal meat. Of course, I will not be explaining all the drops for animals. If you need to know drops for animals, you can search the wiki. Now, I brought out a campfire because this is a mechanic for hunting. Animal meat. As you see, because I'm in a VIP server, they will have less money. But you can cook the animal meat, and now you get a special thing about animal meat. Now, you can eat animal meat, and it gives you a boost, and it will heal you for a small amount, but it can be used to heal you, or the better thing, which is using it to sell, as it sells for slightly more. Of course, all the prices have changed because the recent update, trying to nerf most of the farming methods, because, yeah. Now, here's our last creature, the bear. The bear has the highest HP pool and has the best of the drops. It has the most expensive for all of them that are not unique creatures. Now, going into unique creatures, there are 5 unique creatures. There are the legendary bear, bison. Now there's 4. Legendary bear, bison, legendary gator, and then the albino gator. The legendary creatures will all sell you about 1,000, 2,000, I think, cash worth of material. They will drop unique drops, and they will only spawn occasionally. Now, the albino gator is considered one of the rarest, as it is a white gator. Its pelt does not sell for the most, but on the, I guess, Wild West trading, it can maybe sell for a little bit more. It's usually, all those are additional trades, but trading is its own mess that I will not go into. Now, there is technically one more way to make money. The problem with this way to make money is that it's dangerous and it does not give you a lot. It is robbing 3 places. The bank, which if you rob the bank, you want to bring dynamite. I will show. You will have to hold E. Now you'll become wanted. Now, of course, nothing bad really happens until you open it. Now, as you see, my symbol has changed, and now everyone on the map can see me. They will try to stop me as they will gain money. You can hold E, you can rob, you can get 4 of these bags max. Then you can grab, usually there will be gold bars here. which scale on the player amount. Since there's only one and it's a VIP server, there will be no gold. Now, if I'm correct, the max amount of gold will be if there's 15 or more players. Another thing you can rob, which you will also possibly need dynamite for, is the train. There are two variations of the train. The lock train, which will have gold in it, and you will have to bring dynamite with you to blow it open. And the regular train, which you can rob because it will have two little money stations, usually around the front and the back of the train. Then the third place you can rob is the boat, which currently they both, as you can see, move around the map. Which the boat, it has a special room at the bottom of the boat where you can pick lock, which is the same as going to the bank. It will show everybody that you're robbing because it does that for every rob. That is the problem. Now, here's the bigger issue with robbing. For some reason, whenever they updated to reduce grinding in this game, because they reduced all the amounts for every single creature, they increased bounty for robbing, making robbing usually not give you as much as, well, sadly, doing everything else. Plus, with the risk of being able to be murdered all the time, it's not worth. Like, I have to pay $8 if I turn myself in. I have to pay more than that if I am, well, caught. And if I get killed, as you see, if I get caught, I get put in jail. Now, if I got caught and I was also murdering people or I had a high enough bounty, I would go to prison, which is basically the worst place, and you don't want to be there because it's boring. Now, this is faction notoriety. This is all the leaderboards. These don't matter. Now, that should end the segment for getting money. Now,